Hello YouTube, it's Chupan Farm, and today I want to talk a little about a challenge we have for our chicken coop, which is going to be the pest control. We have a lot of plans to work on this chicken coop, so that's the coop here, and we have a east side run and another west side run over there, and we have a lot of mice. Let me the camera. We have a lot of mice here, and that's just natural, but it's just getting out of control. So we're thinking that we need to start. This is Alpha. He's one of the helps that we have here to catch the mice, and but we are trying to take care of all the cleanliness inside and remove the food at night, but it's just something that they're getting out of control, so we need to have a kind of damage control. So as a result, I'm thinking about multiple plans. One is I'm changing the feeder. I'm not going to capture that in this video, probably another. So it's going to be automatic with the actuator, so I'm going to open it in the day and close it at night. I'm thinking about the small gravels, spread them on the floor here so the mice cannot create tunnels. And the other thing is doing the same thing on the other side. And we're also changing the nesting box. So right now, this is the coop for our baby chickens whenever we have babies. So if we go inside the coop, which is going to be here, okay, put on some hand sanitizer. So we have a smart switch here. We can just turn it on or off, turn on the light, and with our cell phones. But yeah, this is the place that they sleep at night, and this is the nesting box. It's not in a good shape. It doesn't have any paint, and it has been here for a long time, so it's a kind of sweet spot for all lice, I don't know, all different insects inside here. And we are planning to change this, and chickens, they go on top of that, sometimes sleep, and you can see chicken poop is everywhere. And so that's another thing I already built. I will show that in a second. I already built the nesting box. This is the brood box. This is the one I recently built, but I just need to do a little cleanup. And she's watching us. And I'm also planning to put a 20 by 20 box fan right here to create an air circulation with the washable air filter, so it's not going to be that much dust here. And then it's going to be putting ag lime on the floor and then adding fresh hay. We just harvested a portion of our hay, so we have plenty of hay. So that's the plan, but the first step, as I mentioned, is going to be damage control, which is going to be killing a lot of the mice that we have here. The brood box, I already made that. It is ready to go. It has 10 of them. This is going to be the front side. That's the step that is separated for now because I need to install it inside, so to be able to move this inside the chicken coop. But that step is going to be mounted here. And it has wheels, so we can move that from the back. We have the doors. We can open, we can clean the inside. And I painted all of that. So one thing I realized, lice and beetles and different insects, they don't like a painted surface. So I painted the whole thing. And I managed to finish this without spending a penny. Actually, no, I paid the wheels. I paid for the wheels, but aside from that, I just looked around in my property. I have plenty of scrap wood and scrap material here, so I only use these materials, so I didn't use anything else. But yeah, the wheels I bought them from Harbor Freight. But the trap for the mice. So this is an aquarium, and the idea is it is glass and the food is inside, so the mice can see. There's going to be a ramp here going up, and they go to the center. I will plug these holes, and there's going to be this cup here as a bucket, and it will go inside. So when they go in, they cannot climb up from that. And that's the whole idea. Let's see how it works. I will put a camera for the night and see if it's functional or not. But yeah, from this point on, I'm just gonna put that on time lapse and show. It should be very simple. I'm using aluminum tape here to plug these holes, but it should be pretty simple. And I'm just gonna mark it, use my Dremel tool to cut the hole here. But yeah, stick around, let's see how this is done, and then let's see if it's functional or not. Okay, the holes are plugged, and the whole idea is mice usually they don't like to chew through aluminum. That's why I use aluminum tape for here. And let's see, I don't think this area is going to be strong, so I'm going to put another tape right here and use that as kind of hinge for this door to open and close. But before placing that tape here, I'm going to cut the hole here. It's easier that way. So going back, bring this guy. And there are plenty of different tips for the different bits for the Dremel. This is one which is, oh, what happened here? Oh, be careful, that aluminum tape is pretty sharp, sometimes cut your hand. But yeah, aside from that, this is a steel cutting tool. So that's the idea. It goes in, it sits on the lip. I will just tape it here so it won't fall. I tore this section, I'm going to put another tape here. Next step is I need to cut the bottom of this so it's going to act like a funnel. I know the mice are this big, and I know sometimes they help each other to climb, and I want them to go in but not to be able to grab the surface. And the surface is pretty slippery, so I'm not sure they can climb it or not. But if this guy is here, I'm gonna just cut right at this point. I'm using a thin snip for this, and of course it's overkill, but we tried one of those bucket traps, the ones I will show you, but the ones that it has an unbalanced lid and the mice they fall inside. It worked for a couple days, and then mice they learned that. And I think the idea of seeing each other inside and seeing the food inside in addition to the smell is going to help them to go inside, because I watched them on the video overnight, and I saw they jump pretty high, let's say this high, to jump into the feeder of the chickens. So that means they will do anything to get the food, but they need to have a kind of visual encouragement. It's not just the smell. And those bucket traps, the uh, unbalanced hinge. I'm thinking it was a little stiff after some time, and it might work for rats, but for tiny mice that is our challenge, it did not work. All right, so I'm gonna grab this, just like that. And I can put another tape here. Probably I won't need that. All right, so all I need right now is just grab a piece of wood and then make a ramp, and then dump all the food that we have from the chicken feeder inside. So see how it goes. Alpha is eager to go inside. He sits here for hours. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, nice. He caught one. I can't believe this. He just caught a mouse. Bon appetit. And of course he's gonna play with it for a while. Nice. Okay, this is the trap that I was talking about, the bucket trap. So the idea is you just put the ramp here, and then you put some peanut butter. They go there and it's unbalanced, and then suddenly they fall in, and then you just pour some water inside, and next day you're gonna end up with a dead mouse. But I think this is the weight for this is not perfect for tiny mice. It might be good for rats. So this was not very functional, at least not for long. I think mice will learn how to deal with this. But this is the new one. I just empty out all the feeder. And the feeder I installed them this way, so it is above the ground, but as I mentioned, they jump inside. So this is not really doing anything. So eventually I'm planning to put a lid on it with an actuator, open and close. But yeah, I'm just gonna put these ramps here. Okay, I added two tiny notches, one on each side, so the nail goes in. This guy sits here. Same on the other side. I put two ramps because I want the maximum encouragement. And you can see inside is all the leftover of the food. There's nothing here, so they have all the encouragement to go in. But at the same time, I want to put a little smelly things such as peanut butter, maybe rub it a little here, so they gather around this area. And then as soon as, this whole thing is an idea, I don't know if it's going to work or not. If you're watching this, it means the idea worked, and then I published the result. If the idea doesn't work, it means I'm not going to waste anyone's time by posting this video. So at this time, I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Shame. 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 Shame.